I'm excited because it's my first video of 2018. I'm sure you can see there's a change. My hair has grown out and cut my hair in June. If you guys haven't seen that video, I will put a link somewhere up there, somewhere. You'll see, no, I'll put a link there, somewhere there. So, yeah, like, rocking my natural hair. Yeah. And yeah, new things happening. And today I'm gonna be sharing a not so exciting, but I think a very important video for everyone. I suppose I believe everybody needs to know this. So yeah, here is my confession. Okay, so this started when I was um probably 5, 6, but it wasn't as bad until I was about 15, 16. Um, it was, at first I used to just think, you know, all throughout school I was able to carry on as usual, during junior school. And then when I got to high school, that's when like it flared up and it got so much worse and people didn't know what was going on. And I'm sure even if I were to try and explain, no one would believe me or understand what I'm saying, because it's something that is not well known. So yeah, so basically I have a chronic pain syndrome. So that means I'm constantly in pain, whether it is, mild or it's major. I'm always in some form of pain. And for a lot of people, they probably say, so how is she still smiling right now? Are you in pain right now? Like, what's going on with you? Like, what do you mean you're always in pain? What I mean is I'm always in pain. Like right now, I have slight pain, and it's mostly in my calves. So the very first time that this was formally addressed was when I was 15, and I saw a doctor that told me that I had myalgia, and I was like, my what? My who? My where? And then eventually it became fibromyalgia. So I'm going to read the definition here from a medical site. So fibromyalgia is a disorder characterized by widespread musculoskeletal pain accompanied by fatigue, sleep, memory, and mood issues. Researchers believe that fibromyalgia amplifies painful sensations by affecting the way that your brain processes pain signals. Symptoms sometimes begin after physical trauma, surgery, infection, or significant psychological stress. In other cases, symptoms gradually accumulate over time with no single triggering event. It is more common in women, and this often comes with headaches or temporomandibular joint disorders, irritable bowel syndrome, anxiety, and depression. So that's basically what fibromyalgia is. For me, the best way that I can describe it without, using all that medical jargon is I have pain in my legs, which sometimes is so bad that I cannot get out of bed, I cannot walk, I cannot be productive, I become annoyed, angry because I can't, get on with my life. And yeah, sometimes it leads me to have headaches for a prolonged period. I've been, as you can see, I've got a different background. That's because I'm visiting my mom. And ever since I've been here, I've had headaches every single day. And I understand I'm in a different climate. It's very, very hot here, but I drink tons of water. I barely go outside. And it's not dehydration. That's something I know for a fact. I know when my body's dehydrated. I listen to my body. I know my body. So Some more symptoms that are listed here are widespread pain. So it's often with the pain that's associated with fibromyalgia, according to the site, it says that it's often described as a constant dull ache that has lasted for at least 3 months. So to be considered widespread, the pain must occur on both sides of your body and above and below your waist. So as I was saying, I have pain mostly in my legs, but it also tends to turn into a migraine or, prolonged headaches. My eyes begin to hurt and I can barely close them, but opening them is also very painful. So the cognitive difficulties, here it says that a symptom that's commonly referred to as fibro fog is one of the cognitive difficulties which impairs the ability to focus, pay attention, and concentrate on mental tasks. So that is an accurate description of how I feel when I'm in the major stages of the pain. So basically, if I have a migraine, people obviously say, oh yeah, that's obvious, it's a migraine. But with my migraines, they are so painful that I cannot talk. I can barely open my eyes, but sleeping is painful, but staying up is painful, and I start getting pain in my shoulders, my neck, my legs, and I just feel like jelly. I literally feel like spaghetti. And in as much as I make a lot of jokes about this, it's very, very serious and it's painful. So other painful conditions that come along with fibromyalgia are irritable bowel syndrome, migraine, and other types of headaches, interstitial cystitis, and painful bladder syndrome. Yeah, so for me, from those that are listed, I've already said that I get migraines and other types of headaches. I've never had painful bladder syndrome, and I've been diagnosed with irritable bowel syndrome, but I believe I don't know if it's a cause of, it's because of the fibromyalgia, or I don't really know, but yes, I've also been diagnosed with irritable bowel syndrome. So basically, eating anything can go literally in any direction. I could wake up today and eat something that I've had all my life, but it will give me the worst reaction, and I will be sitting on that loo and okay, TMI. So the causes of fibromyalgia. So doctors don't actually know what causes it. So because they don't know what causes it, there is no cure for it. So I basically live on pain medication, which is unfortunately very dangerous, as pain medications are addictive, and you have to be very careful with pain medication because after a while you develop a dependency, and as a result you can't take the same medication for a prolonged period. So I am that person. A lot of my friends don't know that, but I laugh a lot about it, and they say, oh, Cheryl is a walking pharmacy. And it's not because I'm so obsessed with drugs or anything, but because I'm so used to having to rotate the types of medication that I'm taking at that particular time. So yeah, according to doctors, these are the possible causes. Genetics. So apparently fibromyalgia tends to run in families, and there may be certain genetic mutations that you may be more susceptible to developing the disorder. Another possible cause is infections. So it says some illnesses appear to trigger or aggravate fibromyalgia, and the physical or emotional trauma aspect can sometimes, trigger fibromyalgia. For example, a car accident and psychological stress may also trigger the condition. So for me, I wouldn't say that I've had, a very extensive physically traumatic event prior to me, feeling this pain. But Psychological stress, I'm pretty sure it's possible. It's highly possible that it's more psychological than physical for me. I've had a sports injury where I dislocated my knee, grazed both elbows at a sporting event the day before trials for a national tryout, which is very painful. So yeah, fun fact, she used to run, still kind of does. Um, so why it hurts? Researchers believe that it's the repeated nerve stimulation, which causes people like myself to have brain signals that are alerted to just start working on pain, basically. So this change involves an abnormal increase in levels of certain chemicals, which cause pain. So your neurotransmitters basically start to cause an increase in the chemicals that alert the brain to feel pain or to process pain, if that makes sense. In addition, the pain receptors then seem to develop a memory of the pain and become more sensitive, meaning they can overreact to pain signals. So what that basically means is, if I'm to have a normal headache, right, just a normal headache, because I have fibromyalgia, I might not even know that it's not a normal headache, because my brain has developed memory which tells the receptors, the receptors in my brain, that this pain is extensive, it's great, it's the worst pain ever, so let's panic, basically. So my brain just goes into panic modes and I'm in excruciating pain. So yeah, like that's basically what makes fibromyalgia painful. And the best way that I can liken the brain to is a computer. So with a computer, if you save something, or not even a computer, just your phone, let's say you save something to your phone, right? It's got its internal memory, and the more it fills up, right, it's going to take up space, and eventually it will tell you that it is full. So basically, fibromyalgia is the result of my brain saying it is full. The pain receptors are saying we are full, and in order for that, you know, how can I put this? In order for that to be processed, that's why fibromyalgia exists. Like we're full, so we need to push something out. So our phone is full, the phone is full, so we're gonna give you an alert message that says memory full. Memory full equals fibromyalgia. So risk factors. Okay, so risk factors are, there's 3 of them that are listed here, and it says that your sex, your family history, and other disorders. So under sex, as I mentioned previously, fibromyalgia is diagnosed more often in women than in men. And family history, I've already said, you may be more likely to develop fibromyalgia if a relative also has the condition. And other disorders, if you have osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, or lupus, you may be more likely to develop fibromyalgia. So the complications are that the pain and lack of sleep associated with fibromyalgia can interfere with your ability to function at home or on the job. The frustration of dealing with an often misunderstood condition can also result in depression and health-related anxiety. So I would say for me a complication is, yes, basically what they've said. But the worst part about living with fibromyalgia is I look normal, I speak fairly well, I function as a normal person physically as you see me, but you don't know what pain I'm going through. So it's basically like having a disability, but no one sees it. So no one actually believes that you're sick. A lot of people assume that you enjoy being sick, or you are, I think there was a hypochondriac. Yes, a hypochondriac. So people assume that you're a hypochondriac, you enjoy being sick, you enjoy the attention you get from people when you claim that you're sick, but that's not the case at all. It sucks waking up every single day feeling some ache, often in a new place that doesn't last very long, but you know that you've got a center where your pain usually is. And you know, functioning in the work or school environment for me is quite a task, because there's some days where you cannot get out of bed, and sometimes it's not even that you're feeling pain per se, but like you just cannot get out of bed, often like depression, because it is an after effect of, you know, the disorder. So yeah, I thought to start off with an informative video for 2018, get you guys to know a bit about me. And yeah, it's a new journey, you know, natural. Screenshot that. So yeah, it's a new journey for me, and I'm just excited to share more with you guys about my life. Maybe a hair journey, I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching.